Your 10-speed transmission is running right now on factory settings that Ford calibrated for a statistically average driver doing a statistically average mix of driving. And if the way you actually use your F-150 doesn't match that profile, your 10-speed is working harder than it needs to every single time you drive it. That heat, that extra hunting between gears, that slightly delayed response you've learned to live with, none of it is normal wear. It is a settings problem. And here is what makes this worse. These three adjustments exist inside your truck's menu system right now. Ford put them there. They are not aftermarket modifications. They are not a tune. You do not need a laptop or a scan tool. You need about 4 minutes and a willingness to stop letting your transmission fight a calibration it was never meant for. One of these settings, if you have not changed it, is actively shortening the service life of your 10-speed every time you tow. But we need to start with the one most people have never touched, because it is the setting Ford buries deepest, and it is the one doing the most quiet damage. Setting 1. Tow/haul mode is not what you think it is. Most F-150 owners know the tow/haul button exists. Most use it only when there is actually something hooked to the hitch. A much smaller number use it consistently the way Ford's transmission engineers actually intended, and if you are not in that last group, your 10-speed is paying the price every single time you drive without it. Here is what tow/haul actually does inside your transmission that nobody explains at point of sale. It raises your shift points. It increases the line pressure inside your 10R80's hydraulic circuit, which means your clutch packs engage firmer and faster. It activates an aggressive downshift strategy on deceleration, so your engine handles more braking work and your transmission generates less heat doing it. And it modifies your torque converter lockup behavior to stay locked longer, which directly reduces the single largest heat source inside your 10-speed under load. Now here is the part that should make you angry. Ford's own transmission service documentation, not the owner's guide summary, the actual service manual, it describes tow/haul as appropriate not just for trailering but for any condition involving sustained load, elevated throttle demand, or hilly terrain. That includes a loaded bed. That includes stop and go with any real weight on board. That includes highway driving where you are regularly past half throttle to hold speed. But here is the twist. The average F-150 owner who is not actively towing uses tow/haul 0% of the time. If your driving involves regular hauling, loaded beds, or hilly terrain, your 10-speed is cycling its torque converter in and out of lockup more than it should, building heat in the hydraulic fluid with every unnecessary unlock cycle and shifting at points calibrated for a light, unloaded truck rather than the actual demand you are placing on it. Transmission fluid degradation is directly tied to thermal cycles. Every unnecessary heat event shortens the window before your fluid loses its viscosity protection. The fix costs you nothing. Use tow/haul more aggressively than you currently do. Your 10-speed was built around the assumption that you would. Most owners never do, and that is the easy one, because setting 2 involves a menu most people have never opened. Setting 2. The transmission temperature display your dashboard is hiding. Inside your F-150's instrument cluster menu, accessed through the steering wheel controls, there is a transmission temperature gauge Ford does not surface by default. It is not on the main display. It is not in the most obvious menu path. It is sitting inside your gauge cluster's configurable display options, and if you have never gone looking for it, you are driving your 10-speed completely blind to one of the most important operating parameters it has. Here is why your transmission temperature matters in a way nothing else on your dashboard captures. Your 10R80's clutch packs, the friction material that handles every single shift your transmission makes, begin experiencing accelerated wear at sustained fluid temperatures above 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Ford's spec for normal operating range tops out at 175 degrees under typical conditions. The jump from 175 to 220 degrees does not feel like anything from your seat. Your truck does not throw a warning. Your transmission does not shift differently. You have no idea it is happening. But above 200 degrees, your clutch pack friction material is degrading faster, and your fluid's additive package, the chemistry keeping metal surfaces from contacting each other during shifts, is breaking down. And it gets worse. The conditions that push your 10-speed above that threshold are not exotic. Towing on a warm day without tow/haul mode will do it. Stop-and-go traffic with a loaded bed will do it. A moderate grade in summer with any weight on board will do it. These are not edge cases. These are Tuesday for a lot of F-150 owners. And without that temperature gauge active, you are running your 10-speed through those conditions with zero visibility. To enable it on most 2015 and newer F-150s, press OK on your left steering wheel cluster, navigate to Customize, select the gauge display, and scroll to Transmission Temperature. The first time you see your temperature climb past 190 on a tow you thought was routine, you will understand immediately why this setting matters. If your transmission temperature is regularly exceeding 200 degrees under normal use, your fluid service interval needs to be shorter than whatever you are currently running. Every 10 degrees of sustained temperature above spec roughly doubles the rate of fluid degradation. Your 10-speed is subject to that chemistry whether you are watching the gauge or not. Stay with me, because setting 3 is the one affecting your transmission on every single drive, and almost no one has it right. Setting 3. Adaptive shift learning and why you need to reset it. Your F-150's 10-speed transmission is not a static system. The TCM, your transmission control module, runs an adaptive learning algorithm that continuously adjusts shift pressure, timing, and torque converter lockup based on the driving patterns it observes. Over time, it builds a learned profile of what it thinks your driving requires. Here is where the problem starts. If your F-150 is a used truck, if multiple people drive it regularly, or if your driving patterns have changed significantly since the truck was new, your transmission's learned calibration may be based on a use profile that has nothing to do with how you actually drive today. The TCM does not forget old data instantly. It blends new observations with accumulated history. If your truck spent 2 years being driven gently and you bought it and immediately started towing regularly, your 10-speed is compromising between two different drivers, and the result is optimized for neither of you. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They assume adaptive learning is always working in their favor. It is not. A mismatched learned profile causes your 10-speed to shift with the wrong line pressure for your actual load and throttle demands. Shift pressure that is calibrated too soft means incomplete clutch engagement on affected shifts, which means slippage, which means heat, which means wear that accumulates invisibly over thousands of miles until it cannot be absorbed anymore. Your transmission does not complain about this. It just absorbs it. Resetting your transmission's adaptive learning clears the accumulated data and forces the TCM to relearn from a clean baseline using your actual driving patterns. You will notice firm, deliberate shifts for the first 50 to 100 miles as the system relearns. That is normal. What you are buying is a calibration built entirely around your truck, your habits, and your real conditions, not a blended compromise with whoever drove it before you. On most 2015 and newer F-150s, navigate to Settings in your center display, select Vehicle, then Transmission Settings if available. On trucks where this option is not present, a 15-minute battery disconnect followed by a slow mixed relearn drive accomplishes the same reset. Your Ford Owner app has the exact procedure for your specific VIN. The point is not the button sequence. The point is that your 10-speed is currently running on a learned calibration that may have nothing to do with you, and the thermal efficiency and shift quality of your transmission depend on that calibration being accurate to your real-world use. What your 10-speed needs from you right now. Here is the straight version of everything we covered, applied directly to your truck. If you are not using tow/haul mode under load, start today. It costs nothing, and your 10-speed's thermal load under those conditions drops measurably. If you have never enabled the transmission temperature gauge, do it before your next drive and pay attention to what your 10-speed is actually running in your typical conditions. If your truck has been driven by multiple people or has significant miles and you have never reset the adaptive learning, do the reset and give it 100 miles to relearn your real driving profile. None of these are dramatic interventions. None of them require tools or appointments or money. They are the difference between running your 10-speed the way Ford's transmission engineers intended it to be run and running it on settings that were never designed for you specifically. Your 10-speed is a precision piece of engineering. It is also only as good as the parameters it is operating under. These 3 settings are the ones that matter most. And now, your truck has all 3 working for it instead of against it. Hit subscribe if this kind of direct breakdown is what you want more of on this channel. And if you think settings are the biggest risk factor sitting inside your 10-speed, wait until we get into what actually happens to your 10R80's clutch packs when the fluid hasn't been changed at the right interval for your specific use case. There is a mileage number on your odometer that determines whether you are still inside the safe window or already past it. Most F-150 owners don't know what that number is. That video is next week. You will want to know yours before you hit it.